God your fatherland.
What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing today? It's your boy, the one and only King Trent TV, and I'm back for another video. I'm back to talk about the NBA Finals. I'm back to talk about Spurs versus Knicks in the last and final series of the playoffs, which is the NBA Finals. And I want to let y'all guys know something. I want to break this shit down, you know what I'm saying? Kind of break down who I think is going to win this series and who do I ultimately got hoisting that Larry O'Brien trophy at the end of this series. And we're going to break this shit down. We're going to break it down really soon and possible. We're going to break it down step by step. What the teams best can do best at, which is offense, defense. Yeah, and pretty much we're gonna break it down, man. So let's get into the first team. Let's get into these bullies of New York. The New York Knicks, man. The New York Knicks is coming in here after winning against the Cavaliers, right? They coming into this series after beating the Cavaliers, not one, not two, not three, but 4 games. They swept their ass, right? They swept the Cavaliers. They swept the Pistons. I mean, they didn't sweep the Pistons. They swept the Cavaliers. They swept the 76ers, right? And they beat the Atlanta Hawks in 6 games coming into this finals. So the Knicks right now is on a roll right now. Like I said, they on a roll right now, and they're looking dangerous. You know, I think the Knicks is definitely looking dangerous. They not a team you shouldn't sleep on. That's not a team you shouldn't even underestimate. You know what I'm saying? Coming into the finals, if I'm a Spurs fan, I shouldn't underestimate this Knicks team. This Knicks team can play you tough. They can play grit and grind. And at first, as me looking at it, at the series, how I'm feeling good about the series. But I'm gonna reveal who I got winning at the ultimate end. But I just want to break this shit down and let y'all guys know that the Knicks is playing suffering defense. They were suffocating, you know what I'm saying, defensively. They suffocating teams. They scrambling around. It's like a swarm of bees. You know what I'm saying? It's like a swarm of bees. You know how bees swarm you if you fuck with their nest? And they just swarm you and they just attack you all different type of ways. That's how the Knicks are doing. That's how the Knicks are doing to these teams. And I like the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I think the Knicks is going to be definitely a tough opponent for the San Antonio Spurs. But like I said, we're going to reveal the prediction at the end of the video who I think ultimately is going to win this series for sure. Who has the better talent, who has the better entourage of this series, and who has the better, you know what I'm saying, who has the better players. And I ain't gonna lie, the Knicks play really well. They play really tough. They play great basketball. They play team ball. You know what I'm saying? They play really great team basketball. I like their basketball game. I like how they play the game of basketball. You know, I think they play really good. The ball movement, you know what I'm saying, for their offenses is deadly. Jalen Brunson, good ball handler, can do it all. He can shoot the basketball. He can shoot the mid-range. He can shoot the 3-point shot when you need him. He's clutch. You know what I'm saying? He not the guy. He's clutch for sure. But honestly, order for the Knicks, I'm gonna break it down. Order for the Knicks to literally beat the Spurs in this finals. They gonna need their offense to step up big time in this series. They gonna need their defense. They gonna need to be physical with Victor Wembanyama. Yes, physical. You're going to have to, with the Area 51, with the alien, you have to be physical with this guy. You got to be physical. You got to play physical basketball. You got to play, you know, you just got to play really good, tight defense against this dude. Because this dude right here, you don't want to sit here and mess around and, what's the word I'm trying to look for? You don't want to sit here and mess around and let Victor get his numbers. You know what I'm saying? You don't want Victor to get his numbers, and that's why I'm kind of scared for the Knicks fans, because I think ultimately the better talent goes to the Spurs, though. I think the Spurs got the better talent, and there's the reason why I think the Spurs got the better talent. For one, Area 51, Victor Wembanyama. You saw what he did against the Thunder last series. He took control of that series. He dominated that series. Ladies and gentlemen, he dominated that series. That was not no cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? That's not a fucking cakewalk at all. Not a cakewalk series. The Thunder is no cakewalk. That's not a cakewalk. And for him to go into Oklahoma City and not take not one, but 2 games from the Thunder in Oklahoma City, the ultimate Game 7. I'm talking about specific Game 7. When he went into Game 7 and he snatched their souls, and he took Game 7 on their home floor and took away the Thunder's soul. Victor is that dude, man. You can't fuck with Victor Wembanyama. You can't fuck with it. I like this man's mentality. His game, his mentality, his winning mentality is off the chain. It's off the chain. Now, dude, he did have teammates. You know what I'm saying? His teammates, Stephon Castle showed up. You know, Vessel showed up. Dylan Harper showed up. De'Aaron Fox showed up in some parts of the series. Shit, even that boy Champagnie. That boy Champagnie was hitting threes, man. Like I said, that nigga wanted his vodka tonight. That nigga wanted that vodka. He wanted that vodka. He wanted that goddamn Hennessy that night, man. That nigga wanted champagne that night, man. That man was cooking. He was hitting threes in that series, man. He was hitting a lot of threes, and especially in that Game 7, he hit like 6 threes. 6 threes. He hit about 6 He hit 6 of those things. So I ain't gonna lie, the Spurs. Now the Spurs. I talk about the players who they got. Now let's break this shit down. The Spurs can move the ball. They offensively minded. They got good ball movement. You know what I'm saying? And they offenses too. It's kind of like the Spurs always, for years, I'm gonna speak facts, because for years, since even when they had Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, and it goes on and on, right? Who they had in their organization. They always had good ball movement in their offense. They always had good ball movement. Like, the ball always moved and find the best player that's hot. That's one thing I liked about the Spurs. They always play good offensively ball movement type basketball. And that's why I fuck with. That's why I kind of fuck with the Spurs for real, a little bit. It's like they move the ball around. They can shoot. They find the best shooter that's hot, and they find the best player that can to take over a game, and that's what they do in their offense. Now their defense can be suffocating too. When they need to step up and play some defense, and when they need to get a stop, and when they need to come up clutch, they can do it. They can definitely play good defense. They can suffocate you in different ways. Especially Victor Wembanyama, he can suffocate you in different ways. Like, that's like, he make you fear. Like, he makes guys like smaller guards fear to drive in the paint, because smaller guards, you drive in the paint, man, your shit getting punched. I'm gonna be real with you. Your shit most likely gonna get punched. And that's one thing I think that's what's the downfall in this series for the Knicks. I think Jalen Brunson, he's not a big guard. He's not no big guard. I think, what's the tallest he is? 6'2"? I think he like 6'2". So you're not the biggest guard that can go up there and fillet Victor Wembanyama. That's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be tough for him to get his numbers in the paint for sure. Jalen Brunson. It's like most likely Jalen Brunson will have to get his shit in the mid-range game, or more likely outside shooting, which is probably the 3-point line. But other than that, him driving and getting to the cup, it's gonna be really tough, because you got a 7'5" monster demigod in the fucking paint, man. You do. You just do. And I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. Honestly, the Spurs, man, is so dominant, man. I just don't know what's gonna happen, man. Now, I do got to say, cause the Knicks can play matchups, cause they can play the ball matchups really well against the Spurs, and cause the ball matchups can fit really well, I think this is gonna be a hard fought, tough series. And for ultimately and just in case in that scenario, who I got winning ultimately comes down to this: the best ball handling, the best offense, the best defense, and it comes down to this: the San Antonio Spurs will win this series. They're gonna win this series in 7 games. I think it's gonna go 7. I had it at 6. I think I had the Spurs winning in 6 at first, but then I had to sit and think about how the Knicks can really make it challenging. And I think the Knicks is gonna come out here making it challenging in this series. I think this is gonna be another 7-game series. I think it's gonna be another 7-game classic. I think it's gonna be another 7-game type of battle, and it's gonna come down to the wire. And I think ultimately, the Spurs will be the better team in that series, and they will ultimately win the championship and send the Knicks home. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got right now. Leave a like below. Also comment, subscribe to your boy. I'm doing this. I'm doing the best as I can to drop video, drop content, drop a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Most likely, we is going to do some baseball content later on after the basketball season, so don't get me worried. And also, we're going to do some off-season basketball shit too, where we can talk about Kawhi Leonard, see where the hell Kawhi Leonard going to end up, like what type of trades that Kawhi Leonard might go to. And we're going to just talk about a lot of shit. We're going to talk about a lot of shit this off-season. For sure, basketball off season, but and then baseball as well. MLB baseball, we're gonna talk about them as well. We're gonna probably talk about some couple teams. I'm probably gonna talk about the Orioles, of course. I might talk about some Yankees. We might just break it down, man. We gonna break it all down. But that's all I got, man. Like I said, leave a like below, comment, subscribe. I catch y'all guys in the next video. I see y'all guys actually later on today, because I'm gonna talk about some baseball. I'm gonna talk about Orioles baseball later on today. And yeah, leave a like and subscribe. Peace.
Open their eyes, how they're hiding from the storm. Try to patch in all this hole, yeah, I'm a fucking dome.